This is Hani Hajamar, and welcome to my last lecture project. My last lecture project is going to start off a bit different than most people's. Mine is starting off with the downs of my life, which is mostly my childhood. I was born in Westwood, California, in Cedars-Sinai Hospital, but at age 4, my parents decided to move to Syria because they wanted us to embrace the culture. But at age 11 is when the Civil War started, and I kept seeing people getting killed, and it was getting really dangerous, and that's when my parents decided it was time to leave. And when we left, it was the hardest ever. Can you imagine seeing your parents saying goodbye to their families and looking at each other like we were never going to see each other again? It was so sad and heartbreaking. But then when we came here, it was even harder for me because I had to try to fit in all over again. With new culture, new people, new language, it was hard. Even though it sucked, I had to suck it up for my parents after all they did just to come back. But then, it even got worse in 8th grade because I gained a lot of weight. I started getting called ugly, fat, and then I started becoming insecure about myself. I like, why are they calling me that? So I started changing my clothes. I started changing my hair. But that didn't work. They kept calling me fat, ugly. So I starved myself for months. And that didn't work. I just kept getting more and more depressed. I wanted to kill myself. But then there reached a moment where I just decided to join track. And I lost 80 pounds from track. But then I reached a moment where I just lost so much weight that I needed to gain some back. So I decided to start hitting up the gym. And I gained 20 pounds of muscle within a couple months. It wasn't about proving people wrong. It was just seeing if I could actually do it. Seeing what I was capable of. And little do you know, I was capable of it. Because I worked day and night for it. I used my motivation. The people that doubted me, I used it as motivation. I used to cry myself to sleep because I was getting bullied so much. But then, when I joined track, I just made like a new family, and they just stuck by me, and it was the best feeling ever, because they understood what it was like to get bullied, and it was just a program of where everyone wanted to prove everyone else wrong. Now on to my friends. I realized this year that every year or so, a lot of your friends from your group change. And a lot of them leave your life after you thought they would never leave you. And sometimes they just don't want to be in your life at all. But this year, I could tell you for sure I got close to a special group of people. They were the best ever. They stood by me, side by side. If I needed anything, they always had my back. If I ever needed somebody like a shoulder to cry on, they had my back. They would always cheer me up. It was like I went to them if I had a problem. And that's what friends were for. For me, I really don't like talking about my freshman year, so I just really skipped to my sophomore year. Because my sophomore year has been going amazing. And it's mostly because of my friends. They've always had my back. And it reached really a moment where I was starting to get my depression again. I was starting to get depressed again. Just like last year, my freshman year. And I really didn't want that to happen. And so my friends told me to just find something that you could escape with. I used track, but I needed something else. And so then came one day where I came up with a phrase that most people are like using it now every day on the daily. And the phrase is, if you a cutie with the booty, yeah, just hit me up. Yeah, just hit me up. Yeah. The phrase or the line wasn't really something inappropriate or like something inappropriate behind it. It was just a phrase where I just used it to laugh with my friends. It was something special to like try to escape, you know what I mean, my depression. And then all of my friends started posting it on their social media, and everybody was using it. And it's really hard to explain, but it kind of made me feel unique because it was something I came up with that everyone else wanted to use. It was my thing. It was something that no one else could do. And that's what really made it special for me. And that's why I just use it every day. I don't use it as something serious or anything. I just use it as a joke, something to laugh about. My friends this year are crazy. They taught me how to live your life free, that you gotta take risks sometimes in order to have fun. And it wasn't anything dangerous or anything. It just helped me live my life.
Females, sweeties, and booties, hit them up, right,
Especially
Alex?
Omar. Omar was a big part of that, and I thank you, Omar, for that.
I just told you.
Now on to my number one love, track. Track was the best ever. It was my escape to everything. Just crazy how last year when I started, I was the slowest guy on the team with a 6:46 mile. I made it by 4 seconds for the tryout. And now I got a 4:49 and I'm currently league champ for sophomore in the Empire League. It's just track was another family for me. Because like I said, the people that were there had similar doubters. They went through similar things as me. And it was just a different family. It was a different vibe. You just could vibe with those people anytime. You could never ever see anybody feeling down or anything. And if anybody was, we always had each other's backs, no matter what. Since this video is for my kids, I want you guys to know that number one rule, don't care about what other people think. Because in a couple years, you won't even see them. They won't even matter to you. And my biggest flaw that I have is I care about what everyone else thinks about me. And that's a very big weakness in me. And I just don't want my kids to have that. There's also another person I would really like to thank, Coach Tweed. Coach Tweed has been there for me every step of the way. He was the first person I ever had that believed in me, other than my parents. He stood by me, step by step. I also want to say one more thing. I hope you rest in peace, Pops. I know we haven't seen you, and it was just really hard to lose you, especially for my dad, because he didn't get to see you for 4 years, and then he just got the news that you passed away. Well, it's time to talk about my mom, my dad, and my family, which is my parent lottery. I'm so lucky to have them as parents, although they are strict and all, but I just can't believe how they gave up their lives and their families for our lives. I just don't understand how. And my twin brother could be a really big pain in the butt, but sometimes he comes around. My mom and dad, I just owe you guys the biggest thank you of my life. I couldn't have had this life if it wasn't for you guys. For me, I want people to know that no matter what, you'll always see a smile on my face. I'm just like that. I don't like to be sad or anything. And for me, I love expressing myself. And sometimes I get a bit too annoying for some people. But hey, nobody's perfect, am I right? This is my last lecture project, and thank you for watching.